Everyone, Sarah here with my week 20 update following the ketogenic diet. Um, I wish I had, because it's a nice round number being week 20, I wish I had better news, but last week wasn't perfect. And then I was going to try really hard not to cheat at all from now on and then mess that up pretty badly. To start with, it was sort of something that I would have been okay with in that I was at a training course and just assumed that it would be, like catered lunch and that I would just choose things and normally there's something you can eat and for the morning tea I'd only taken the fillings out of the sandwiches and had black coffee and that sort of thing, but the lunch ended up being a la carte and I wasn't there during the ordering, but yeah, they just ordered everybody the fish and chips. Um, yeah, so that we're at a table of about I don't know 15 people with all with a plate of fish and chips, and it was a bit awkward to not eat any of that. And besides which, I was really hungry. Um, and yeah, unprepared kind of because I thought it might be, like a spread of food where I could choose something. But yeah, so I would have been okay with the fish and chips, like because I know there's some trade-offs to not being that socially forward. Yeah, that I tend to shy away from, where I'm gonna draw attention to myself and have people comment on my eating and stuff like that. Um, so that I would have kind of accepted that as a necessary evil. But then yeah, in the afternoon I had some of the afternoon tea, which I could have easily not eaten at all, and I didn't need, but it just looked delicious. And I do tend to find that if I have something off plan, then it's a slippery slope. And then the training continued on the Saturday, and I did the meal chosen this time was a steak sandwich, and I probably could have had a word to the organizer, knowing what to expect a bit more. But again, I was embarrassed. But I didn't eat the bread of the steak sandwich. I just ate the filling. But then it came with chips, which I did eat. And some of the morning tea and afternoon tea and that kind of thing. So yeah, once I'd done that, then I just kind of started thinking of everything that I wanted to eat and went way off track. So Friday and Saturday were pretty much disastrous. But I suppose the if I'm trying to see any positives in it, is that I did get back on track on Sunday, and I have been on track for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Sunday and Monday were quite good keto days, and then today I've started a 7 day fast, which isn't a punishment. I just feel like I'm ready to try that again, and feel like I would enjoy that cleansing kind of feeling, having gone a little bit off track. I'm also a little bit sick. You might be able to hear I'm a bit nasally. I'm just feeling a bit run down, which I think contributed. I don't know if the carbs caused it. I think I was feeling a little bit under the weather before binging, which might have weakened my resolve a bit further. Um, but yeah, that back on track now. I've decided not to weigh in because I feel like it will have gone up quite a bit, and I probably should. But then yeah, I sort of think give myself a week to get back on track and then see where I'm at after that. That I don't know what good's gonna really come of being heavier. Um, but yeah, so today I'm shying away from it, um, which is a bit of a cop out, I admit, but I just don't feel like feeling heavy at the same time, and I feel like sometimes mentally seeing it go up makes me feel heavy and makes me get in a bad place. Thinking, oh, well, screw it, I may as well eat everything, and yeah, like I just feel heavy mentally, and that's not a good thing. So I'm just gonna skip it this week and hopefully be back on track by the end of next week. Certainly, if I manage to do a longer term fast, I expect to be below where I was the week before. So yeah, all in all, not the best, but also like an improvement on previous binges in that I got back on track a lot faster and feel quite strong about it. And this week I've got a book club, which is the first one I've been to, and normally I'd be self-conscious and it's a bit of a potluck dinner, and I've already told the host that I'm not going to be eating because I'm experimenting with intermittent fasting. Because Jason Fung says don't ever tell anybody that you're fasting because everyone will think you're trying to kill yourself or something. And that it'd be dangerous and you just cop an earful that you don't really need. So I just, and I think intermittent fasting is becoming more mainstream, that people will buy that, in that I'm just not eating after 6 p.m. or something, and that I can, get away with that. So we'll see how that goes. And I've also had a lunch meeting today, where one of my colleagues bought everybody, like a plate of really nice sandwiches, and that sort of thing. And yeah, I stuck to not eating anything and just had a long black coffee. And then yeah, it was really sweet because he thought I wasn't eating the sandwiches because they weren't healthy, and knew that I was off carbs, so he bought me a fruit salad, which I thought was pretty funny, but I didn't correct him. And I just took the fruit salad to go and gave it to a friend at work. Um, but yeah, so those are a couple of situations where normally I just eat to not sort of make a spectacle of myself, but where I'm going to put, getting back on track and my weight loss ahead of that little bit of social awkwardness, and try and start getting used to that so that I don't just cave every time I feel a bit embarrassed. Because that's really been where I've cheated the most, is where I just feel a little bit awkward, and just eat what's put in front of me, just so that nobody notices, and that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's good. I suppose we'll see how it goes, with my book club tomorrow, or on Thursday, and hopefully people won't make too much of a fuss. And I think sometimes you build it up in my head and people care a lot less than you think, and they probably won't even notice, or just in passing. So yeah, fingers crossed it works out like that, and we can just talk about the book and move along from me not eating and everybody else eating. But yeah, so a bit of a nothing week, and I was tempted not to record a video because I tend to hide away when I'm not feeling so positive. But yeah, so that's another step that I thought at least I'll make one, and not get a week behind again, and just check in. So yeah, next week I hope to be in a more positive place, with some interesting stuff to share. But thanks for watching anyways.